Miss Moore, I assume this is your son, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you?
14.
You're a lucky boy. Miss Moore, according to your complaint, you have a friend. And that friend is the sister of the defendant.
Correct.
Her name is Patricia. Patricia came over to your home for an evening with her daughter, Patricia's niece.
Correct.
And they were going to spend the evening. Your daughter, 16.
Correct.
And at some point in the evening, you gave your son the keys to your car so that he and Miss Bailey's daughter could go out and listen to music in the car.
The keys were already in the car.
You left them in the car.
I did, because of where we live, yes.
So you've always left the keys in the car. They could go out and listen to music in the car, and you said yes.
Yes.
And then some point during the night, your son and Miss Bailey's daughter took the car. Is that right, young man?
Yes.
Oh, step up. You took the car at what time?
It was about 10 o'clock.
At night.
Yes.
Where was your mother?
In bed. And she said she wanted to drive down to our grandpa's house just to take the car, and I wasn't thinking anything bad of it because she lets me do it all the time.
Who'd let you do it?
My mom.
So your mom lets you drive the car all the time?
On the property. She was just going like 60 miles per hour on a corner and fishtailed it and we flipped the car.
So the car flipped over and Perry Ann was driving?
Right.
And Perry Ann was killed at the scene?
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes.
This happened several months ago.
October 3rd.
And Miss Moore, you want Miss Bailey, you want her to pay for your son's medical bills
Yes, ma'am.
and the car, because the car was totaled.
Right.
Miss Bailey has a counterclaim for her daughter's pain and suffering and her loss of life, because her daughter was killed in your car where you made the keys available, and you gave her daughter permission to be in the car.
To listen to music. I didn't give her permission to drive the car. She did that on her own free will.
And you let your 14-year-old son drive the car, he says.
Only on the property.
I don't care if he drives it on the property, if he drives it on Pluto. He's not permitted to be behind the wheel of a car. Was your daughter killed instantly in the car?
Yes, ma'am.
I have the police report if you like. I read it.
Sure.
And there's photos of the car also, if I can see that.
What difference does it make?
Just asking.
What difference does it make? I mean, do you honestly believe that you have a case? Do you honestly believe that any fact finder, whether it be a judge or a jury, is going to find your position sympathetic, Miss Moore?
I never gave her permission to drive the car.
Listen to me. So is what you're telling me that if she were killed on the property because she was driving the car, your position would be different? Is that what you're telling me? That if the car turned over on the property, your position would be different? Think carefully what you just said.
That I never gave her permission to drive the car.
No, that's not what you just said. You said I never gave him permission to drive off the property.
I never gave her permission to drive the car, period.
You don't have to. You gave them the method. You gave them a car with the keys in it.
The keys are always left in the car. Because we live out in the middle of nowhere.
Miss Moore, there is something very wrong with you, because other than saying to this lady, I know I can never make it better, and I have my son, who looks very healthy to me.
Going through physical therapy.
Who looks very healthy to me. He was able to come with you to court today, and he doesn't look like he's missed a meal. Other than that, I would turn to her and I would say to her, I can't tell you how terrible I feel that in my home, in my car, with the keys that I leave in the car, your daughter met such an early death. Instead of saying that, you sue her for the damage to your car. You're an idiot. Judgment on the counterclaim for $5,000.
Why did you send your daughter up there?